Hello guys and welcome. Today again we're gonna go straight to the point like always. So we're gonna be sublimating onto this blanket using a design that I created in Canva. The largest size, the blanket is actually was 60 by 70, but the largest I could create in Canva was 45 by 60. And so I had to do that, and like you see I got a couple of sheets to put together. I had to cut them up and glue them together. I think they all came up to maybe 10 or 12 sheets that I had to glue together. I'm using just that paper glue. I glue everything together and I'm getting ready to press them. It's gonna take a lot of patience to put this all together, believe me. So get ready for it. And after putting all of this together, first thing, this is a design I created to sublimate onto that blanket for my husband and our 8th wedding anniversary. And I just thought, you know what, we print t-shirts and we use them maybe once or twice and we don't have any use for them again. So this time around I decided I will go with a blanket that, I mean, is gonna be here for a very long time. We're gonna need it, we're gonna use it. So if you notice over there, I'm just marking my center points. That's what I'm doing over there because I want to place my design in the middle. That large design, I want it in the middle, and then I'm going to be adding the pictures around it. So I'm placing my design right now. Remember to length roll your material every time before you sublimate onto it. So right now I've length rolled. I already length rolled my materials. I'm sorry. Yeah guys, you're gonna see me trying to pause this because the kids, I don't know where they put the control for my camera light, so I'm gonna have to use my hands every time to pause and restart. But I just had to learn roll again because I removed the blanket to put a lighter color spread between the one I had first on the floor and the blankets, because so I'm just matching my center point over there with the center of my design, spreading it out. And I will advise when you're doing this guys, that's why I like to show everything here so you can learn from my mistake, because I don't want you to do the same. So I will advise you use the basting spray or whatever adhesive you use for sublimation. Do not use the tip when you're doing when you're doing such a large design, because I used the tip and I realized that there are some areas, unless you actually gonna take your time and tip it all down everywhere. But I mean, I was not really in for that, so I just went over a few places that I thought were the most important points, but then it ended up that I missed it because I had some ghosting in there since my paper was not really staying in place, and it's so big, so definitely it's hard to work around. So yeah, I advise you use the basting spray instead of the heat tip, unless like I said you're going to go all the way around, tip down every piece of it. So I already have my Easy Press heated at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and that's the downside about using the Easy Press. Like you see me, you have to put your back into it. You have, because you need that pressure. So you have to put your back into it and press on to that Easy Press so it will get your job done. So I'm just holding on to it, and I I actually like how it comes out every time. It comes out really good, but it just, the part of just having to press onto it every time is just, but I can go through that for now and get my job done. So remember to change your whether you're using a Teflon sheet, but I'm using a cookie sheet. So remember to change it after every press. You do not want to use that same sheet because you might be transferring ink to another side. So remember to change your sheet every time. Do not reuse your papers. So I'm just going all around like you see. It takes a lot of patience to get this done, but it is so worth it in the end. I mean, I felt so much in love with it, and I don't regret any minute that I spent making this blanket. And I just don't want to stop. I want to keep making more and more and more of them. And I know there's the panel blanket. I might try the panel blanket the next time. My next one might be a panel blanket, like a photo panel blanket. It might be the next one I will try. It might be the next one I will try. So I'm just lifting my design right now. It's the moment of truth. As you can see, it came up. All my colors are popping. They came up really good. You see, I just got a ghosting over there. That's what I was talking about, that my paper shifted. I got some ghosting over there around the names. And guys, for some reason, okay, and I think up there too, my names did not flip. So I'm not really sure how that happened. But I know usually once I do the design, and because my printer is set up to flip my design, so it flips it. But I don't know why it did not flip over there. So, but anyway, I want to have to go back and figure that out. And I think I would have done a better work over there if I had separated the letters from the tree, because you see it's kind of caught up in the tree, and so there's portion of it that you don't really understand. So next time I know now that I have to separate the letters from the design. So I just went ahead and used my shear to just trim my photos, and I'm laying them on to sublimate the same way. So I went ahead and I did all that. Just trimming it helped a lot to make it almost the size of the Easy Press, and so that makes your work a lot easier if you trim around it like that. Like I always say, guys, I learn as I go. So if you're learning with me, please be patient, because I I I did not go to school to learn this. My mom is a crafter, but during her time there was seeing something like this that she learned. So I did not learn this from her. I learned as I go. So please, yeah, I learned that um on the 13 by 19 page I can get it done on the 12 by 10 mini press if I trim my edges. So that's what I did, and it worked out pretty well. My images came up bright and beautiful. All my colors are popping. I don't have any issues with them, so that's what I did. If you want to try that, you can try it. And I'm just flipping my blanket around to do my last image on the inside. And I intentionally put that image on the inside because 8 years of marriage, it's a lot of hard work, especially looking at where we came from. And so that picture of us working together on one of our days of work, I intentionally put that on the inside so that the story be told, that after all these good pictures that you see on the outside, behind them, it's a lot of hard work that we had to go through. And if you see on my ironing board, my ink kind of spilled. So if you're doing this, you want to do back and front, make sure to spray some crafting paper before you flip it over to do the inside. So I'm just showing you how it all turned out, and I like how the colors came out. They all came out really well, unless for the areas where I had a ghosting, but that I blame it on myself because I should have known better to use the basic spray and hold down my papers. So this is the final look of it. Guys, I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Let's grow together. Let's keep learning together. This is something that, we all can keep learning as we go. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. You have a blessed day, and I wish you all the best as you go.